Alright, Shuik. What up, YouTube? Sneezy Season 7 coaching with Kled top. Kled versus Maokai. Should be interesting. So those are true masters and challengers. Talk shit to diamond players. I mean, everyone talks shit to everybody. It's leak. I could be in gold and people talk shit to me. You know, work on your jungle. Which H a couple times seen your jungle using. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm gonna work on everything. The depressing the Maokai lane. People are starting to figure out that Kled's actually pretty good. Slowly but surely, people are figuring it out. I'm hoping that you're going Fervor. It looks to me like you're going standard Doran's Blade start. Let's see how you play it. How did we eat such a bad trade? I didn't even see this. Oh, it was because you didn't reset minion aggro. So make sure, you know, you could just walk away, or you can reset into the brush to de-aggro the minions. But there's really no reason for you to take that much damage off of that trade. That's just too much. Yeah, Fervor. I wasn't sure if he took Fervor or not. This is Kled in a nutshell. So this is why Kled's starting to get picked up more in Korea, is because of the fucking remount speed that you get now. Riot recently buffed this shit, so now you can actually get your mount. It's really hard to beat Kled now in lane. Like, it's so hard to gauge where you're at. Also, when Kled remounts, he gets the iframe, so you can't touch him. It's like a fucking mini Fizz or a Fiora W, or Fizzy or Fiora W. It's all the same. But good win, dude. I love that you're playing the lane aggressively with your lead. So far, my only real criticism is how you took the ugly trade. But I understand, you know, that you're trying to trade as Kled, that you want to take trades. I get that. I've played against a lot of Kled anyways. This would probably be, dude, I'm gonna roam a lot in this lane. Yeah. Doing crazy deeps. Fervor's definitely better in this matchup, though. Maokai is basically really bad. And you missed your Q. That's alright, though. I like your all-in at level 6. I actually really like that, Shuik. I like that you went in at level 6 and you didn't fuck around. What happened here? Did we just get 2 out of line? My question is, when we got off the mount here, why did you stop running away? You go into the brush and you stopped running and kiting. Now, you just solo killed this guy, and the wave is pretty much pushed. I don't really see a point in challenging here, personally. So this is just you being reckless. And Kled kind of falls into the Yasuo territory, in my opinion, where it feels like, from my experience, what you're doing here is what a lot of Kleds do in my games too, which is they get a lead and then throw it. And I think it's just because you get addicted to the amount of skirmish power that you have, or the dueling power that you have, and then you just kind of like go crazy. Maybe it's the lore of the champion or something. I don't really know why, but this seems like, to me, a perfect example of that. You get the kill, he teleports top, you could leave right now, and you're fine. You're fine. He can't freeze. By the way, guys, this is not a freeze. He won't be freezing this way. This will not freeze, okay? So you can if that's what made you come forward from backing or whatever, that's fine. But just know this is not a freeze. So you just back, reset, get your, I imagine you're gonna go Hydra, I would assume. Or Tiamat. No, Hydra. And then, I don't even know, do you finish? You do Titanic Hydra, right? Yes, you do. But Nisi Mao's trespassing. Truth. And then you basically get caught here because you stopped kiting, but it isn't even the mechanics. It's more the fact that you stayed when you didn't have to. I mean, you just won the trade. Everything was good. You could buy your item and come back and snowball the lane. Oh, you went... Is that what? That's not right. You're supposed to go. Yeah, you really want Tiamat here, dude. Over the item that you went. And this is the theory of dealing with tank. This is actually kind of what Panther and I were discussing before I went into this coaching session. I hate top lane. I've rage quit it. This really only applies to people that are like, my rage quit only applies to like high elo, right? It doesn't apply to you because people that you're facing in low elo are bad and it doesn't matter. The thing that you got to remember, this Maokai lets you kill him in lane, which is brilliant, right? This is what we want. You, as a top laner, your goal now is, since you can't reliably kill Maokai over and over again, or until you can no longer kill him over and over again, your goal in life is to shove top and to roam around with your ult. Shove and roam around with your ult. That's what you really want to be doing after you've got lane control. Your lane's pretty much won. The guy can't fight you. You just got to make sure to manage your XP and then roam with the ult. So you're going to go back to top. So you go in, you all in this guy, you get his flash, that's great. Well, now we know he doesn't have teleport. This is also why I want Tiamat is right here, so he can shove the lane. It looks like you're trying to freeze it. Can we afford to freeze it? Yeah, I think in this game you can afford to freeze it because your other lanes are winning, so it's fine. I hate freezing, though, in most cases. The only reason why I'm giving you the nod here is because it doesn't look like any of your teammates are losing that bad. Yeah, Black Cleaver's fine if your goal was to just kill the Maokai. Goal is, more often than not for me, with tank lanes, it's the same logic that I have with, like, you know, with, like, Jarvan, Tryndamere, Riven, Fiora, versus any, like, tanks that we can't, like... We shouldn't really feel like we can kill Maokai if he plays right, because if he uses his root and he has COC and he has his knockup, we're not killing him if he plays right. So I just like to assume that my opponent isn't an absolute ape if he picks that type of champ, and just do what's easier, which is basically clear the wave. If you could shove a lane and get behind the tower too, to back here and clear the wave. I don't know why that thing was so big, but get back here and clear the wave and then roam around. That's, to me, where you're going to get like maximum value. Because then if you can find the jungler, if you're big enough to where you can find the jungler, or you're big enough to where you can take camps, or you're big enough to where you can cut the wave, go and roam into mid and get a kill, or, you know, all sorts of other shit. Or cut the wave, back in the brush, run down to bot lane and do a quick gank, teleport top. That's the type of stuff that I'm thinking about. And I don't know why. That Maokai has grasp. Why do you hate freezing? I hate freezing in the sense that if we freeze and our teammates are losing, we're not winning the game. We're just winning our lane, which doesn't really do much. However, freezing is good if it's not going to hurt us in the long term. In terms of like our expectation of freezing, our teammates seem to be doing reasonably well, so a freeze is decent. Most cases, the math is not going to align with freezing. That's why it doesn't normally work. Normally, it's bad to freeze when you're dominant in lane because, what, you're going to get more dominant? Ooh, that doesn't really do us any good to win the game. And I'm not of the belief that Kled is an amazing late game champ. I think he's more of kind of like early game, mid game dominance, and then late game he transitions into an engaged bot and is really annoying to the back line, but ultimately kind of falls off. That's pretty much it, Nero. It's just whether or not your teammates suck. If your teammates are doing okay, then a freeze is probably alright. If it's going to get you an XP lead. Also, freezing's bad if your opponent's roaming, which is what's going to happen a lot. Like, if you try to freeze the tower, or if you try to freeze at your tower, your opponent's going to roam, especially champions like Riven, Pantheon, Fiora, Jace, shit like that. He'll just roam around. That trade is bad because you're trading in 19,000 minions, so dial that back next time. Looks like a Mal roam happens. He doesn't seem to really get that much done. You keep missing your crap. Some messy farming there. Yeah, my complaints with you so far is that we didn't have a build that allowed us to shove the lanes very fast, and I don't like that too much. I can't wait to see how this goes. I kind of want you to see this. What I'm saying though is that a lot of this actually does happen because of itemization choice. This is why I'm a big wait, what the fuck is with the spell pen boots? I don't think that's standard. maybe Merc treads spell pen, I don't know. But yeah, I'm of the belief that you needed to push these lanes faster here. That would have also not got you ganked in that spot if you were shoving shit to the tower faster. Oh, there's some Merc treads, okay. Did this gentle creature call me? Oh, damn. I missed that call. I didn't even hear it ring. Sorry, guys. 1 second. My wife was trying to call, so I I didn't know. Maybe she'll call again if it's important. I'm assuming. What happens here? I need to see Fog of War. This is just a weird situation. They're invading you guys for some reason. They must have vision here. I don't really understand this spot. And I think it's just because your bot lane is all the way up here, and for some reason they're invading you here. Leave the back door open for repairman. Okay. Okay. That sounds cryptic. Drawer repairman. All right. Yeah, this is a weird situation. This is very, very unlucky. I don't know why you all can. This is just a random moment. I don't know why you guys all converge on this shit. There was no red buff up. There's nothing there. So I don't know what the reason was. But either way, your bot lane gets tower, which is good. Your ult there is pretty goofy because Twitch is just gonna invis. You just seem to have a very, very unlucky streak with your hooks. But I know what you were trying to do to shut down Twitch. I actually don't mind you trying to shut him down either with the flash. I just think that you... Alright, dude. This game's starting to get messy now. And this is why I say the first 20 minutes or so is probably going to be the most important thing. So let's talk about your strategy here. You open pretty well and you get a lead. Then you go into Black Cleaver mode right away, which I strongly disagree with, okay? My experience with the Gnar, or with the, sorry, Gnar, with the Kled, is... in the ones that have beaten me, or the ones that have won games, or the ones that have played well on my team, the goal is to try to get to a point where you are allowed to run your ult into a team and get shit done. All right? So in this instance here, you started off strong. You won your lane early. You got an early gold lead, early income lead. And when you went for the Black Cleaver build, well, the bigger mistake was when you overplayed Oh, thank you for the donation. Let's see that shit. Oh, what the fuck? Thank you, Bayhue. Bayhue wants us to do a review drawing. We'll do that, buddy. You overplayed up here. I got caught. Whatever, that happens. But my bigger concern is that you itemized for the Black Cleaver and it didn't really do anything for us right away. Whereas if we had just went towards Tiamat, we could have pushed our lane, backed, and then ulted into a lane and then teleported back to top. So think kind of like the way a Scion player would play. That's what I want you doing with Kled. I want you getting your lead, hitting your power spike of Tiamat, shove a lane, back, roam with your ult, either walk or teleport back to top, depending on which is needed. Bayhue, dude. That's what I would have liked to see this game. But I don't think you did that, and as a result, now we're playing low-e, low tiddlywinks, where we're just kind of like... Yeah, Tiamat first. Tiamat first. Unless, and you're going to be the judge of this more than me, because you play Kled more than I do, unless you think you can kill your laner over and over again. I'm going to give you a hint. In most cases, Maokai, Poppy, Shen, fucking Nasus, lanes like that, you don't want to stay with them. You want to push that, lane, take your lead back, roll, like I said, like Scion. Think Scion, right? What Scion do? Shoves lane and then randomly goes and runs into a lane and gets shit going. That's what I need out of you now. Because at this point, we're just flipping coins, right? There's no real... You didn't have a clear path to carry this game. You started strong, but then your strategy kind of falls flat because it's like, all right, now what do I do? I'm killing this guy, but now I can't really kill him because he's Maokai, and the only time I can really kill him is ulting, but in many cases, he's just going to knock me away and walk to his tower, right? Like, I've been there. So that's why I'm telling you, the most effective thing to do, jam tower, roam. Jam tower, roam again. And just keep doing that. Because that's gonna be the key for you in solo queue. And there's nothing more annoying to me than when a Kled ults and like runs me over, and the top lane is just sitting top chilling. So that would have been the best move for you this game, I think. Okay? I think that pretty much covers this game. All right? And beyond this, we can watch the whole thing out, but in general, I think the most important stuff to cover is the early game shit. Because we clean up the mid game, and then this game is not 38. You would have ran over towers. You would have ran over mid easy. Okay? All right. YouTube, thank you so much for watching Kled Replay. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, all that bullshit. Thanks for the donation, my man. And yeah, like, subscribe, and blah, blah, blah. I'm out. Peace, cracks. Thank you.